Hello everyone. Sorry this isn't the most professional. It's not gonna be edited. I'm not gonna edit it in any way. It's gonna be raw and real. So yeah, sorry about that, but the whole purpose of this, of course, is just to be informational, a really short, quick video on how to do school at home. None of us asked for this. None of us expected for this to happen. But we're all going to get through it together, and I hope that this can help you in some way. I think that this is relevant to high school and college students in particular, but if you're in junior high and watching this, I'm sure you can take some of these tips, and if not, use them now, use them in your near future. So let's get into it. So basically, my first tip is to try to have a quiet study space because a lot of your parents and siblings are probably home too. Mine are several days of the week. My sister's home every day and my parents are home multiple days now, all day. So it gets kind of loud even though I have a small family. So if you have a large family, it's going to be really hard to focus and concentrate on your schoolwork. So what I recommend is if you have a room to yourself, or if there's a space in your home that you can shut the door and no one else is going to be in there and bother you, I think that's your best bet. So last week I didn't have that resource. I didn't have a room that I could do that in because I also don't recommend doing your work in your bed for several reasons, but the main reason is, and studies show this, that your bed is your safe space, your quiet space, your place to relax at night. So if you change that into your study space and homework space, that's just not going to be good for your brain, because when you're ready to go to bed, ready to relax and wind down at night, your brain's going to start to shift a little and start to be in work mode while you're trying to go to sleep. So I really, really recommend not doing that. So basically, my boyfriend Anthony had this desk that he didn't want anymore. So I said, can I please have it? I really need a quiet space, It was really difficult to ask my family, please be quiet, please no talking. So he was so kind to let me have this desk because for his birthday he wanted a new one anyway. So I've got this nice little setup right here. It's just a really small desk. And so I'm going to talk to you about how I kind of set that up, because I'm sure a lot of you might even already have desks in your room. I just grew up doing my homework in the kitchen, which worked for high school and stuff, because my sister was in bed at night. My parents were usually upstairs watching TV, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But now I'm doing my classes during regular class time during the day, doing my studying homework during the day, so I need to be quiet. But anyway, so I have it facing my bed, as you can see, and it is just small. He said this is old. This is Allison, his sister, is a grown adult now. She had this desk older, but it just has this drawer here, and let's see if you can see it. Basically, I have all of the supplies that I would have used at school regardless. I try to keep it all here and organized. So that's similar to my setup at school. So yeah, so I basically just have my supplies here. I've got all my Post-its, just really quick, Sharpies and pencils for taking notes, my headphones. Sometimes if I am having, I'm in social work, so I have this class called Queer Visibility, and sometimes the topics of conversation wouldn't be appropriate for my 8-year-old sister here, so put my headphones in, so at least if she's up here playing in her room, she can't hear what everyone else is saying and can only hear what I'm saying, so I know that I can have my filter. But yeah, those are where I keep those in there. My glass case, what I'm wearing right now, and then I've just got some, stapler, some pins, extra staples, white out, definitely always need this. These are some bookmarks, erasers, so just pretty simple, standard supplies. And then what I really recommend is to keep all your supplies everything that you would need together by you, so you don't have a reason to get up, go downstairs, or go in like your living room and get, say, your computer charger, and then you get distracted because there's an episode that you really like on TV, or something that you need is in the kitchen, and then you're like, ooh, I'm hungry, I really need a snack right now, and then you end up eating a snack, watching a video, and suddenly it's like an hour later. So I recommend just keeping everything by you that you would need. So what I had this always in my book bag at college. So if I was studying at the library or anything like that, I would always have this. So it's got my calculator, it's got my phone charger, it's got my headphone charger, computer charger, literally any type of, my iClicker, if you guys use that, all that type of stuff is in here, so it's always literally right in here, accessible. Then I've got my agenda, my notebooks, some readings, and extra paper and little sticker things in there. So again, I wouldn't ever have to like leave to get something. And then another good tip I like is if you do have a small desk, it doesn't fit all my supplies. So I found this basket we already had in the house. You could even just use like a bag, your book bag. I'm sure all of us have a book bag. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't have to go out and buy something. Just use something you have. So we already had this basket, so it worked out nice. And then in here, I just have, you know, my computer case. I have all of my readings for one of my classes already pre-printed because it can get expensive to print at home. So if one of your parents is still working, or if you have access to somewhere that you can print for free, definitely try to do that, because I know it's really hard to always go out and buy the ink and paper, and that just gets stressful having to pay for things. So printed these already, and then I've got my binder that has just all my extra course materials and things. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off there, but my binder in there. So I just keep that right here again, so I don't have to get up. I can stay here and have everything. Okay, and then I have this chair, this gray chair that I just already had at school. So again, you don't have to buy it. You can even use, if you have like a folding chair, any type of chair. Take a chair from your kitchen every day if your parents wouldn't mind. Anything. Then of course I've got my computer here, and then I've got my other, you know, I always use highlighters, pens and pencils, scissors. This is the work that I was just doing, and then I've got some paper clips and things in there that I always use. Okay, so that's just kind of my setup. I'm sorry that was really long. I'll put it in the description if anyone wanted to skip that part. But, so that's basically the first tip, a few tips, is finding a quiet space where you can shut the door. You're not going to have very many distractions. Keeping everything by that space so that you don't have to get up and walk around. A third thing is when you find that quiet space, that room that you can have just to yourself, have something in there that you enjoy and makes you happy. So something for me is I love scent. I love to smell things. I love to smell good. I love for my room to smell good. So I always have this candle right behind me. I always have, if you can see it, a Scentsy right there. And then I always have my oil diffuser, which is on over there. So I have been having those on when I've been doing my work and during class. And two, I really like the oil diffuser because it gives that sort of white noise, so it can kind of blur out any outside noise a little from my family, or even from, you know, outside people mowing their lawn and things. So yeah, that's what I enjoy doing. If you want to know where to get those things, you can get really cheap diffusers from Walmart or Amazon. Obviously, try not to go out. Just try to order it online. Or if you have any questions, just DM me or find a way to contact me. But find something you like. So if that's, you know, it really helps you to eat a little snack while you're doing your work. Put some snacks in a basket below, something like this. Put some snacks in a book bag or a bag below your desk so that they're easily to access. Or if you really like different lighting in your room, make sure you're like having that going. Something to make you happy. If you have a favorite sweatshirt that you always like to wear, or a favorite blanket, yeah, I think those can be really helpful. Then that leads me into my next thing, is wear clothes that make you feel good. Now, some people, especially on YouTube, you'll see them a lot lately with the quarantining. They're like, oh, I still dress up, I still do my makeup, because that makes them feel good. But that might not help you. That might not make you feel good. It doesn't make me feel good. It actually makes me touch my face a lot more if I wear makeup. If I'm wearing more nicer clothes, it makes me like move them a lot more. So for me, what's been helping is I just wear comfy clothes all the time. Leggings, t-shirt, fuzzy jacket. That's what I've been wearing. It makes me feel comfortable and stay focused. I don't do my makeup. So yeah, but some of you, it might be the complete opposite. It might make you feel more motivated, make you feel better about yourself if you're doing your makeup and your hair every day and wearing a nice outfit. That's another tip. And then, I guess, not a tip, but a reminder that I've been telling myself is my best changes in different environments. And that's been really helpful for me. So at school, I would have not a hard time studying for pretty much hours on end. I remember there'd be some days I'd have to get out of this chair and literally just take a couple laps around just my room, because I'd be sitting in my chair for like 8 hours, writing essays and studying and things. I can't do that at home. Yeah, it was really hard the first few days, because I'm like, why isn't this working? I'm not doing things how I normally would. My brain's not functioning. But you need to give yourself a break. Realize my at-home self, my best here is probably most likely not going to be the same as my best in person, as in having class in person, face to face, and things like that. So recognize that. Let yourself have a lot more breaks. When I notice I can't even focus anymore, I'm like, you know what? This is my best for right now, and I need a break. A lot more breaks than I usually would. I can't do work for more than like 2 hours at a time here now. But just reminding yourself that, you know, my best has changed, and this is still good enough, is really important, I think, to remind yourself. Another thing is that I found myself randomly checking my phone a lot at home. At school, I was much more, structured. I could completely like put it somewhere else, and I was really a lot more focused. Here, that's not the case, and so what I do, because sometimes, especially with the online stuff, I found that it's helpful to have my computer and my phone to do things online on both devices. But when I don't need to, the best place for me to put it where I can't see it in my room is in this drawer or in this cabinet, whatever. So I put it in here, and honestly, usually I forget it's in there. So yeah, that's nice, but try not to get distracted by your devices, especially since it's kind of stressful right now to be on social media, seeing all of the bad news, all the updates can get stressful. So try to keep your phone away. I know this is a really hard thing to do, at least for me sometimes. So yeah, if you need any more tips on that, I certainly do have some, but I am trying to keep this as short as I can. I know it's getting long, but I'm trying to talk fast and get through everything I want to get through. So this kind of ties along with the last tip of you're doing the best you can, your best changes in your environments, take more breaks, give yourself that, is try to not just be in your room all day, or the room that you're able to be quiet and to yourself in. Try not to be in there all day. Go in the kitchen or in whatever room you have to eat separately. Even if I have a TV in my room, and sometimes I enjoy watching it in here, but now that I'm doing all my schoolwork in here, that's changed. And so when I am ready to watch TV, I go in the living room now, so that I can just have a change in environment. And especially since you can't go out, you're not walking from class to class, you're not, maybe if you go to a larger university, you're not walking to like the recreation center, and you're not able to go to the gym even in your hometown, things like that. Just changing the room that you do things in is really nice. So instead of doing yoga in my room, maybe I could do it downstairs in the living room, or we have like a music room where a piano is. Things like that are really helpful. Another tip is stay connected with your friends. This isn't necessarily a how to do college at home, but it could be, because even though you're not talking in class, before class, after class with your friends that you have in class, this could help you with your coursework for sure, because that might have been a subconscious thing, talking, oh, what did you do for this assignment, blah, 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 or, oh, did you hear what she said? You know, you might not realize you do that probably more than you think. So I think that can be helpful to try to stay connected with those in your class through messaging. Someone in my class that I really enjoy reached out to me and said, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I found your Instagram. And I said, I am too. Like, you're the best. She's in 2 of my classes, so we have each other's number now. And yeah, I have a ton of other people's numbers in my classes. It's good to stay connected with them, for sure. But I think those are my main tips. Again, I tried to keep this short. I know it's not really short, but I had this long, about half of it was just showing you my setup. So yeah, if you guys would like a more in-depth, show me how you study, show me how you write notes now, show me how you go to class, what that looks like for you. I am more than happy to do that. Again, they're not going to be really professional videos. Like, I'm not editing this. You're getting the raw stuff, the real deal. You're not getting a backdrop. Obviously, you're getting my room. So, but I'm more than happy to do anything that would help any of you guys. I love doing that. So let me know what you need. I hope this was helpful. I hope you're hanging in there and obviously staying as healthy as you can, and your families are healthy, friends are healthy. This is hard for all of us. So reach out if you need anything else. But yeah, stay healthy. Know that you're doing your best, and I hope this helps. So, all right, have a great day.